fucking fly. I'm glad you called back. That's how it is. So what up, man?
Yeah.
What's going on? We here. What up? What up?
Know.
Welcome to part 2 of Not Evil Radio with my guest here at 360 himself.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the but you got a crew, right? Like you.
Oh
You roll with
yeah,
the crew?
yeah. You feel me? It's a collective.
Okay.
We go by Swingy Rec. You know, certain people in the circuit know about us. We be like really like low key underdog type of shit. But you know, it's time to change that shit. You know, feel me? Time to come into the light.
I feel it. Time to join. Get the community together. You feel me? Okay.
Yes,
you
sir.
feel me? So
Yes,
tell me,
sir.
for those that don't know, 360. He's a Los Angeles native. Recently I've been trying to get more people who are actually from the city, because there's we were having a conversation about how the scene is saturated with a lot of artists, and I believe that a lot of the artists that are even here in LA that are making music aren't even like from here. That's a big.
Sure.
I feel like that's a big, maybe not concern, but it's definitely a big topic of discussion between a lot of the LA community.
For sure,
but all that long-winded shit aside, tell me, tell the viewers and stuff about.
But that's a good topic to touch on, because there's a lot of artists in the LA underground, and we know like people that's moving and doing shows, and then people come from other states and other countries to see what's up. Some people's like can't do it, bounce. Some people stay around, make friends. And honestly, as a LA artist, I don't really care where you from. Just respect the natives and get down correctly, and we could all get down. Shit, that's it. You feel me?
We come correct, man.
That's it.
Yeah, hell yeah. We've been having a good time here, man. Just chilling. Brought over some Corona, so shout out to that.
I know we sponsored.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by Corona.
We sponsored.
Nah, I'm saying. I'm gonna put the little tag right here. Yeah, but so for the new fans, and of course, we're definitely gonna cross over some viewers and whatnot. For the people that don't know you, while I roll the spliff, let them know about yourself, man.
Yeah.
What's the story here? What's the story here?
You feel me? It's just you want to say like some stories kind of sound the same, but everybody got their different path. You feel me? I'm a Latino. I'm a LA native. You feel me? Definitely, like, I just keep it G, but I ain't a gangster. You feel me? I'm like a bookworm, street conscious and shit. You feel me? But like growing up in the city, you always see like your homies, your family going through some shit. So my shit basically started off when like one of my older cousins got shot. Yeah. You feel me?
I just want to say there's always a cousin.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
yeah.
man. There's
You feel
always
me?
a cousin, but man, R.I.P., bro. Continue.
You already know, and I
there you
didn't
go.
even say. It was like that shit cracked off, and I just started digging through his archives of fucking composition books, and bro had like poems, and I was like, man, this dude was really like going through and thinking through some shit. So it had me feeling like, and he was a big Tupac fan too. So had me digging through some interviews and documentaries on that, and had me wanting to go through like some poetic justice type of shit. You feel me? So I went through that, and like, my era shit, they saw the fucking 8 Mile shit. So I used to be like battling with my cousins in the projects and shit. And then just life, man. You grow up, certain shit slow you down, you get in trouble, you gotta handle that shit. And either you learn or you keep on sinking. And so far I'm learning, and I'm determined, you feel me, to keep on kicking these styles and shit, and make this shit grow. So for right now, you feel me, like, let's make this music. Let's get this paper.
I feel it. We met through a couple of mutual friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
for example, shout out Sophia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Choice, MIE,
Yeah.
all those fools. You guys there, for those of you that don't know, had them out here fucking ripping the stage, Not Evil.
Yeah,
last year. That's how
for
we
real.
met.
Shout out to the homies, to the camp. Always prolific. CH Maku, MIE, LC. You feel me? And everybody working and shit.
All the other acronyms, you feel me?
We got you. You don't need the long shit, the longevity. For real though, I feel it.
So
So, you know, as a LA artist, what are some of the your biggest influences? I know I ask this question a lot for people that watch Not Evil.
Yeah.
I ask that question a lot, but I genuinely feel like it's an important part of, what was the first time you don't make beats, do you?
Man, I want to get on that point, but I'm not there yet.
Okay.
And I love that part. Like people that's making beats, that shit, that production shit, amazing. That's why I'm trying to get to that. Right now I'm just writing. Okay. But we'll get there.
I feel it. What are some of your biggest influences? You said yes, your cousin was one that brought you to where you were. You felt inspired to create music. But today, who are some of your people that give you inspiration, or what were your first influences till now? If it's still the same thing, if it's still the same.
Honestly, like if I could give you like, it's so many like. Not just rappers, but musicians, you feel me? But if we going off rap, I got to put Pac first because that's what made me into the rebel and the motherfucker I am, you feel me? Motherfuckers just go off what the media was portraying him as. I got to put that DJ Quick, you feel me? Because that shit funky. I got to put some Planet Asia in there. Because that shit, you hear that shit no matter what. Planet Asia dropping some knowledge and shit. And then like motherfuckers like Sean Price, MF Doom, and Rakim.
R.I.P.
Like you feel me? Like the guys, you feel me? Like, motherfuckers be like, when you get to a certain age, you can't like be styling. Nah, man. Nowadays, motherfuckers need that grown man rap, the older man bars and shit. Like, yo, let me smack you up real quick to let you know you ain't really talking about shit. You feel me? I like the bully rap. But honestly, shit, that West Coast shit and just listening to all type of music, man. My parents are Latino, so when I listen to some like merengue, or I might listen to some fucking corridos from the Mexican homies, fucking parties and shit, I might hear a sound, you feel me? Or shit, I might dip into some motherfucking world shit. Music is music, man. I wake up, I fucking live my life. I see some shit. I hear some shit on the radio, and I go off some shit. You feel me? I probably been asleep, but I was listening to Chance the Rapper, that acid rap. I was like, yo,
you're a little bit late, but hey,
I'm late. I'm late as fuck, cause I'm the type to be like, yo, I ain't like on that whatever's popping right now. Like, be like, I don't know, maybe they on some trick knowledge, but. Fire. Fire.
I definitely I used to bump that like in my high school days, but I'm a bit younger than you, I would assume.
Yeah.
Chance was really pioneering is not really the right word, but he was definitely a big influence to a lot of young musicians like in high school that I remember. Everyone was listening to that shit when I was in fucking high school.
Word.
Even though I don't really know if he like be doing acid and shit like that. I think it was
know
just,
what?
Marketed
I don't
like
even gotta know him like that, but I already know he ain't about that.
Yeah, definitely.
You can see it in the soul. You can see it on somebody's like flesh. Like, yo, he ain't about that life. But it's all good, man. It's an art. I dig it. Like sometimes, I talk to like certain OGs that be like, man, that new shit's whack. So for a cool minute. That was my mentality, like, man, don't listen to no new shit. But, you can't be like that. You an artist, you got to grow.
I just, for those of you that fucking notice on the camera, I just fucking dropped the fucking roach out the spliff like a dumbass. But sometimes you just got to rock with it, man. You ever rolled a spliff backwards by mistake and still smoked it?
Well, I don't do the spliffs. I usually
really?
just do the bowlies.
Hey, we have a new one.
You feel me?
Yeah, you smoke blunts?
I usually the bowls.
Oh, you smoke
yeah,
bowls.
because I'm more of a drinker, and if you know me, you know that.
If you don't, you don't.
But when it's time to relax, I might roll a little baby bowl. You feel me? And get it cracking.
I wasn't. Are you a video? We didn't actually get to it, but usually before the interview, I be playing video games with niggas and shit. You a video game player, bro?
Not too much. I do have a PS4. And I do want to get to the fucking. I do want to get back to some fucking gaming, man, cause I already know once I get into that shit, like I get the skills. I get the skills.
He said I get dice.
I'm good.
Oh, you good? Oh,
yeah.
you good? Yeah.
I get the skills. Where the hell's my pipe at? It's all good. Yeah.
I didn't even see you bring it out, really. You know what I'm saying? We good.
But shit, what you gaming with right now?
Right now, this is I'm playing this game called We Happy Few, bro. Oh my god, yo niggas is crazy. I'm gonna plug this game, even though this has nothing to do with this shit.
Yeah.
I'm always talking about shit that has nothing to do with the interview. But
this is real life, people.
We
just real people.
This game is like post World War II or something, and basically the government, the legal system is you have to take this pill called joy, and it makes you happy and it makes you forget like bad things that have happened like previously in the past and shit. Right?
I fuck with that.
So you have to, like, if you don't take the pill, society sees you as a downer.
Oh,
so you need to conform to society.
Almost like some Matrix shit or some shit.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of watch all that shit. What were some of your favorite video games back in the day, bro?
Oh man, favorite video games. That one's a hard one to think about, man. Cause I'm telling you, I haven't been gaming hard for a minute. Grand Theft Auto, whatever Grand Theft Auto did, always came off the top. Some wrestling shit. I like fucking basketball games. Yeah. You feel me? Like I already know motherfuckers be off the 2K fucking 19 and the 2K some shit. I haven't tapped into that shit for a minute. Yeah. But I know if I did.
You mentioned the wrestling shit. Do you remember those fucking games, like those SmackDown games where you could like fucking do like four niggas in the ring, like all
the Royal Rumbles.
The Royal Rumbles.
The Royal Rumbles.
Hey, yo, I was talking about homie the other day. It must have sucked to be the last nigga that comes out at the Royal Rumble.
Hell yeah.
Oh no,
you feel me?
Actually being the first one that comes in, bro. I'm just staying through that whole. Was that ever? I'm trying to think if there was. Oh, obviously that spoiler alert. That shit isn't real. But I still like. I always think like, bro, that fool must have been. I don't even know how long that event was for an hour. But those people are crazy. Those niggas are fit as fuck. Those dudes are in shape, bro. Because I'll be tired as hell.
Yo,
throwing homies out the fucking ring.
On reality though, that fucking wrestling shit. I remember when I was super into that shit. You feel me? And then one of the homies was watching wrestling earlier. I seen this nigga Kurt Angle still in that shit.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, this stiff-headed, stiff neck. I'm like, you too old for certain shit. You feel me? I don't like to say old, but like, the body change. That shit. That's just some other shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, that shit is funny. I'm still, I was gonna say Hulk Hogan, like people have mixed feelings about Hulk Hogan, and I feel like I think he like straight up called his mom like his wife a nigger or some shit. It's crazy. But anyway, like something like that. I don't know.
Let's bring it back.
I was at this bar the other day, and they were playing wrestling in the background, and this fool Hulk Hogan was crazy, man. Like I was high as fuck, drunk as fuck, and I never realized he's like, come on, bro, like. Sweating, bro. His hairline is like till here, but he's still, you know what I'm saying? Still got
like
the full
hair. You saw him in real life.
Though. This is on real life. Like, but that dude is one of the most intense actors of all fucking time, bro. Like, his facial expressions are crazy, bro. And he be crying like a lot. Like, he'll win a game and he'll be like crying.
You feel me? Maybe a little too much.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So you working on anything new at the moment, or
yeah, I actually am. Honestly, shit, I brought out. This is the shit that I dropped like last, like December, November of 2018. This is for you, my brother.
Sir, feel me? Yeah, he's gonna. You can charge me afterwards, bro.
Nah. That's the West Rounded EP. It has 5 tracks on there, intro and outro. And I am working on something new, and hopefully, I'm gonna be performing some shit for the summertime off the new shit I'm working off. I don't know if the whole tape is gonna be ready for summer. I don't want to make no promises, but if it's not done by summer, for sure, by the end of this year. So it's on and cracking for 2020, baby.
I feel it. And this was called what?
This was called West Rounded.
West Rounded.
360 West. Well, rounded, West rounded, 360. If you too slow, I don't know.
Hell yeah. So I like to ask this question. Usually catches people off guard because like homies, they be like, man, I'm just an artist, man.
Yeah.
What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't rapping or making music? Have you ever thought about that?
Like, sometimes I don't know if everybody else think about this shit, but like when you in the underground and you do music and shit, I got a family and you working and shit, like you take time back and you think like, damn, you feel me? It'd be good to get paid off the shit you love to do. But either or, without putting money on the line, I'd be like, making music made me feel good. When I need space, when I need some time, I'll read, I'll write, listen to some beats, get some inspiration off some music, and now I'm in too deep to where I can't go back. But if I wasn't doing anything, you feel me? If I'm wasn't doing, you feel me?
Can I just say that literally right before I said this, when I was asking you this, I said, man, artists really be like, I asked this question. A lot of artists be like, yo, man, I'm an artiste. And that's exactly what you just said.
Artista.
No, but I don't mean that. I'm not clowning. I'm just saying. But it's real because, when you really, there really does reach a point where it's bro, I've spent so much time on this. Why the hell would I stop, man?
Why would you stop?
Me feel good. But sorry, you were going to answer my question.
Yeah, but really, like, if like some people really just do this for the dollar, then you ain't really doing it. You feel me? Like, cause you actually like to do it. Yeah, we need money, and we like that shit cause we need it. But like, when you do something you like, you keep on going anyways. If I wasn't doing this shit, I don't know. I've thought about different hobbies. I'm like, what the fuck? I already know I'll like exercise, but what the fuck? After exercising so many damn times, like shit, I gotta exercise my mind.
You said you're a bookworm. Would you ever write? Would you ever consider being an author?
I've thought about that shit.
So that is something.
I've thought about that shit. Yeah. And honestly, like, if I did do that shit, I'd wait till I was like 50 or 60. Not for a reason, cause like I'm like, I know there's words and I could play with words, whatever. But to me, I feel like I need more experiences and more like self-knowledge and shit to really make sure that I'm at that par, at that level to be like, bam, here you go.
Is that how you think niggas write books?
Like, I don't know how.
Yo, that would be crazy if that's actually how you do it. You just pull up one day, it's like, yo, I'm gonna write a book real quick. And it's done. Call the fucking publisher.
No, it takes more than you feel me?
Yeah. No, I do feel you though. You definitely do. I feel like it is definitely more. It would be an old man's game in terms of really being able to capture someone through just words, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of rappers who, they may not be saying, they're not trash, but they may not be going like as crazy, like spitting some crazy shit, but their charisma is so, is so powerful. It may just grip you, and that's
right
the power
there.
of music. But bro, if you're reading a book and it's like, oh, and then I went to the store, it's gonna fucking sound retarded.
Come on, man. Dr. Seuss been out.
I still don't know how that fool got away with that shit.
You remember Dr. Seuss, bro?
Yeah, dude, writing a children's book is crazy. I just think that would be super funny. Just thinking about it, actually.
Yeah,
you could write a children's book and just fucking say whatever, and the kid would be like, wow, that's amazing. And that's sad because I was thinking about that, some music, and I'm not going to name any names because people get angry, but there is music out there that is like children's book music. You know what I'm talking about? Like it is made so like 10-year-olds or like 11 or 12-year-olds will love it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And, like it'll get round that way.
You're right.
So
It's not like
so
it's
weird,
like I've ran through some records. They'll have like certain sing along songs that is like kindergarten age or first grade students that could sing along. You're right. Like when it comes to like music at a certain age group for, actually little babies coming up, it's not even cracking like that no more. Yeah. Like, that's why motherfuckers be coming up all crazy, like motherfucking 8 and 9 talking about pass me the blunt. Pass you the blunt? The fuck you talking about? Like,
you know what a blunt is? Hey yo, cause man, this is gonna sound funny because I got the dreads and all that shit, and I tell I'm from Kenya and all that, so a lot of people think I just been like smoking heavy, like bro. But I didn't. When was the first time you saw weed, man? Like when do you think was the first time you ever experienced a blunt? I feel like definitely people are learning earlier in age these days.
And I don't think ain't nothing wrong with weed, but I feel like when motherfuckers like the way it get introduced to you. I know my pops used to smoke weed for sure. Off the top.
And this is LA, and dude, I find that so wild because coming to LA, I never realized how like normal it was, or even back then.
Yeah, off the top. And then just like probably being like young, like maybe like 10 or 11, and just riding my bike like in the streets, and you smell that shit.
Riding bikes is a gateway drug, guys. So don't ride. You hear that, kids?
Just riding and you smell it in the air like. Before I knew what it was, I'm like, God damn, that shit smelled good. And this before it was like the fucking medical shit, the powerful cushion, purple, whatever. It was just like some Arizona stress or some shit. I was like, damn, that shit smelled good. And then eventually, shit, you feel me? Shit happened, Pops is not there. Mom working. I'm out in the streets. Who got the weed? I was like, somebody got the weed. Substance? In LA, you gonna smoke some weed.
Nah, yeah, of course.
Even if you're just walking by, somebody might be like, even if you're at a private school, somebody might be like, "Oh, you a Christian? I don't give a damn." It'll be like, "Hey, try this shit one time." Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm so high. I've always I've been thinking about I'm not fucking answering texts or anything, just to let y'all know. I'm just trying to get my shit up. But I've been wondering about fucking. There needs to be an African stoner movie, bro.
What?
An African stoner movie. I've seen many stoner movies like about like in like I don't think I've ever seen a third world country stoner movie. I've never seen that shit because we get exposed to it in the same way, but it's so like fucking not sure like that shit. Oh man, you smoking weed, nigga? Like whoa, you smoking weed? Like that's here. It's like it's so normal, but like it was illegal. That shit was like it was illegal back then. But I don't know when the first dispensary out here was when people started doing medicinal.
I can't even remember when the first dispensary was. I just remember the first time I tried some shit from like motherfucker said this was like some medical shit. They come out with the names and shit. This motherfucker was like, "This some Halloween Kush." I'm like, God damn, nigga, like what the fuck, like trick or treat, motherfucker. Like I'm gonna start seeing some like scary motherfuckers or what? But it was some really good weed, man. That shit got me high as fuck.
What was your first weed experience like? I love weed stories, man. Like I feel like this is this is a perfect segue for that.
Yeah. Shit. Honestly, I met a homie through another homie. He was like a younger homie, about 1 year, 2 years older. Younger. And shit, this motherfucker just, walked from his block to my block, and he was like, "You want to go smoke some weed?" And I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. Let me try this shit." And then we went to go smoke some weed by the Food for Less on Western and Washington. If you're around that area. And we would smoke. You know how you do when you're younger. You just try to get in where you fit and smoke wherever you think you can't get caught, but you smoke where somebody's space is like, "Don't come in this place and fuck with my private property." So we was in that shit, some apartment like complexes, buildings, smoking some stress, you already know. And then it didn't hit me yet. We got kicked out. Mother was like, sálganse de afuera, hueputa, blah, 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 get the fuck out of here. We ran. And then, shit, everybody kind of split up. Even before that, motherfuckers came out banging in the cars, like DKS or some shit, talk about like, hey, where y'all from? Blah, 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 whoop de whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, God damn.
I was like, yo, man, I just smoked weed for the first time. Like, I'm just chilling.
Like,
I'm
all right,
so
you know,
hard,
the
like,
streets, man. The streets is
Oh,
crazy.
this is mine too?
Nah, I just finished that shit.
Oh, okay.
And then it hadn't hit me yet till I started walking back home, and I remember I had an iPod. The iPods barely started cracking. It was silver. I'm listening to some Bone Thugs. It's the first of the month, and then like, yeah, and I honestly I think I blacked out maybe like 10 seconds, and then like till the shit finally hit me, like I was like, oh nigga, like what the fuck is this, my nigga? It was the happiest moment in my life for a cool minute.
That's blacking out listening to Bone Thugs is funny as fuck. Cause I can totally imagine that, cause
You
walking down the street just like listening to music and then like that sudden realization of, oh snap, like I am really high, like I'm in this.
Like to the point
That's
where your
hell.
homie's like, hey dog, you laughing too loud. My bad, dog. I'm high.
It's all good. Yeah, man, definitely like smoking weed in places you think people aren't gonna catch you or younger and shit like that is so horrible. We like smoked in this it was like a steam room or some shit like that back in the UK, and we used to think it was the most low key spot of all time. But low key, the only reason people weren't coming in, like the people that lived there, was just because it was like 6 niggas like inside this thing who's smoking weed, like, you know, and we're all really young, so like
doing the most peaceful thing, but you know, shit look like. All right, I'll leave them alone.
Yeah, like I don't think I need to get my laundry or whatever, man. I don't think but I think that's time, man. You got anything you want to plug or
shit. I mean, just stay tuned, man. I'm gonna be performing at the Speakeasy at the Redwood Maywood Bar with
Shout out to Sneaky.
Shout out to Sneaky. Bananas is always active. I should be on there on February. There's a bunch of people doing shit. Fuck with Not Evil Radio. You feel me? They got shit cracking. East of the river, our folks. I mean, LA is really popping right now, man. Like, you just gotta know who you fucking with and who you working with. You feel me? K Solar, all that shit. Peace.
There you go, man. Heard it here first. Not Evil Radio 360. Hit him up. Not Evil Radio. Frankie Jackson Nomad. Cheers.
Yeah.